Hello, I'm Musefa Redi, a PhD candidate at Wageningen University and Research, and today I'm excited to share our recent research journey in Central Ethiopia. This summer, I went with a research team to explore 14 sites across Central Ethiopia. We asked farmers permission to do research on their field. We dug deep soil pits to measure critical factors related to soil and roots. But why we are doing this, let me explain. In Central Ethiopia, maize and wheat crops are the cornerstone of local agriculture. Farmers have long relied on chemical fertilizers to boost yields. Typically, adding fertilizer to the soil has helped farmers increase yields. However, fertilizers are expensive and climate change is making it a riskier investment. Until now, the recommended amounts of fertilizers were only related to the nutrients in the topsoil. However, as climate change looms, it's imperative to consider additional factors, such as the soil's capacity to retain water. This broader perspective is becoming increasingly vital. Climate change has disrupted rainfall patterns. Instead of steady, regular rain, we now experience sporadic, heavier downpours. This unpredictable rainfall pattern has led to the soil dryness in many fields, making it increasingly challenging for crops to thrive. In our research, we are examining how specific soils can absorb and retain water, particularly at the rootable soil depths. This concept is known as root zone plant available water holding capacity. It's crucial because if a soil cannot support crop growth with varying rainfall due to climate change, farmers may be reluctant to invest in expensive fertilizers for that field. Another critical aspect for farmers to consider when making strategic fertilizer investments is how deep their plants' roots can grow. Let me illustrate the difference. In deep soil with high rootable soil depth and water holding capacity, there is a high buffer capacity for water, making it resilient during climate change or drought. So high fertilizer application can result in high crop yields. On the other hand, in shallow soil with low rootable soil depth and water holding capacity, there is a low buffer capacity for water, making it vulnerable during climate change or drought events. So high fertilizer application may not lead to high yields. My research aims to help with this. Let me share a little bit more of how we are going about it and what we did in the field during the past 2 months. During the 2023 main cropping season, we conducted fieldwork in Central Ethiopia to collect field data focusing on maize and wheat crops. We chose about 50 sites from a pool of 137 nutrient omission trials previously conducted by various projects across different cropping seasons. After the crops reached maturity, with the farmer's permission, we selected a suitable area with healthy and adequately fertilized crops. We then manually excavated a pit with a maximum depth of 2 meters or until bedrock or groundwater allowed, with a width of 1.5 meters. Within the pit, we assessed the rootable soil depth and quantified visible roots within these depths using a frame comprised of 5 by 5 cm square grids, positioned along the smooth wool surface perpendicular to the plant rows. We also collected disturbed and undisturbed soil samples at various depths to identify the most limiting soil factors, and also to determine water holding capacity in the laboratory. Additionally, we conducted soil profile descriptions using FAO 2006 guidelines. This PhD research conducted under the guidance of esteemed supervisors, including Professor Dr. Gerard Hovling from Wageningen University and ISRIC, Johan Linars from ISRIC, Dr. Mazgabu Getnet from Stichting Wageningen Research Ethiopia, and Dr. Tamasken Desalegn from Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research. In a nutshell, this PhD research is all about boosting rain-fed agriculture in Ethiopia. We rely on digital soil mapping and crop yield modeling to craft climate-smart, tailor-made fertilizer recommendations. Cutting-edge models like World Food Studies WFOST and quantitative evaluation of fertility in tropical soils, QFTs, give us invaluable insights into nutrient needs. Our research unfolds through 4 key objectives: mapping 3D primary soil properties in Central Ethiopia at 100-meter resolution, accounting for prediction uncertainties, mapping and validating the soil's root zone plant available water holding capacity for maize and wheat crops, modeling the crop yield response to soil and fertilizer nutrients in Central Ethiopia using WFOST and QFTs models, generating maps of climate-smart and farmer-relevant fertilizer recommendations for wheat and maize crops. This PhD research is in alignment with and receives support from the Land Soil Crop Information Services LSC Hubs project. This project aims to create valuable information about land, soil, and crops, all in an effort to strengthen climate-smart farming practices.